Manchester United take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already started here. Mbappe. Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
McAllister. Manchester United are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Robertson. Chilik kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Akanji. Van Dijk. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. McAllister, and it's Messi. Koulibaly gets a foot in here. Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, that was vital. Muslera gets it away. So what can they make of this? McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Great hit! Goal! Manchester United! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot!
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And here's Foden. Messi. Foden. And that's another good win of the ball. Almost half an hour in now. Manchester United are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Mbappe, and he was quick to react. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. He's in plenty of space here. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Good read, needed to be. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. Now it's Messi. Akanji makes the interception. Foden chasing after it. Can he get onto this? Casado. That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted. McAllister. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester United clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Lewandowski. Distributed tidily. Played back in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Yamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. He's had it taken off him. Strong running down that left flank. Kimmich. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. They've got a corner here. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Casado, almost an hour gone. And he cuts out the supply. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rice. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Alexander-Arnold. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 15, numero 22,
Chiesa.
numero 6.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Il numero 11.
Nicely spread.
Il numero 18. Il numero 19.
Nice interception, well timed.
La sostituzione.
That's really well cleared. Played out to the right. And they win it back again. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Ribery. Not the most accurate pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great chance! Modric.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chiesa is fouled. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Probably be looking to play it square from here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. What a save from Muslera! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Alexander-Arnold.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he's had it nicked away. Chiesa. Barella.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And he can clear it away. 2 minutes to be added on. Camavinga. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Opts for safety. Driving on and making good progress. Batistuta! Batistuta! Oh, what has happened here? And he's heaved it away. Crossed into the middle. And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. And it's Van Dijk for Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde for Rice. Kane. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Mbappe! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Egypt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rice. And it's Ribery. Valverde.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ribery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh no, that was never going to make it. 30 minutes gone. No, he's not getting past him there. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's running corners! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
A case now of complete control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Valverde.
That is good alertness. Aim forwards. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is high.
Egypt were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Mbappe, and it's Ribery. He's in space and looking for options. Crossed in again. Big header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That is very well defended.
2 added minutes has been
Back to the
indicated.
goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold.
Egypt couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
To Roberto. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And the first half is done. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Kane. Valverde. And through to the goalkeeper. Chance here to counter. Davids shifted it to the flank. He's found a way through. Now it's Batistuta. Bit too much weight on the pass.
Valverde. Egypt have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu goes down, but nothing given. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
So we've reached the hour mark. Nakata. That has been... And a header! Deftly away. Van Dijk can get it clear. That's a sharp pass. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. Now the finish! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Valverde. And he cuts out the supply.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Robertson. Rice. And it's Kane. Ernest has found the net here, of course. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, nice touch. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Ernest! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Egypt certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And we have our very first corner. And he's had a shot! Always going over the top. De Roberto. Ernest. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Back into the middle. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Batistuta. Played back in. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And that has left him in a heap. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 7.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Number 11.
So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Number 21. Mbappe.
And he's there to clear
Coming
it.
on the field. Number 9. Stoichkov.
Van
Number
Bauten.
10. Schneider. Number 8.
He's got to... Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Great chance here from position A1. Stoichkov! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Back into the middle. Alexander-Arnold. And the counter is on.
Manchester United are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, super ball! And it's Kane.
Manchester United seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
And the pass is intercepted. He's played him through. And Batistuta sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Egypt are having a ball here. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Alexander-Arnold. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nakata. Nakata. And that is that. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello, attendees.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also,
he's through and all alone! Great chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Manchester United. Messi! He has done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yamal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Szoboszlai. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Messi. That's a little off target. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Short changes him with that pass. Olise. Oh, delightful ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Just eases him off the ball. Akanji. Rice. Olise. Approaching the half-hour mark. And he welcomes it in. He's in space and looking for options. Lewis Skelly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Oh, and the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Number 19.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Played out to the right. That is a brilliant interception. Barcelona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just...
There's the shot! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Elise. The ball is bounced loose now. Now it's Szoboszlai. Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's lost his... Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
The goal scorer for Barcelona after 42
Things looking
minutes
so easy, almost too easy
number
here.
19.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yamal in acres of space out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now the finish! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And there's the end of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away? Substitution on the field, number 8, Van Dijk. Coming on to replace him is number 2, Jimenez.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Manchester United come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Shot, big chance! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Rice. Time and again they are repelled.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot at goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he can clear it away. That is good strength. Tries a shot! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Messi is standing over this one. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Luis Skelly. Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Son Heung-min.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
72,306.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. David Villa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that.
Oh, terrible pass. Good claim. No margin for error there. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Good spot, he's seen the run. And he's on his way! Hits one! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Messi. Guardiola. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola. Oh, that's a key interception. Lewis Skelly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, super find. He's found some space. David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this? Corner number 3 coming up. Neymar goes short. Decent hit! Oh, it's come loose. He rises! No mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Szoboszlai. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's had it taken off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Manchester United are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
And it's Son Heung-min. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Szoboszlai. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice. And that could set him on his way. And Ribery! Marquinhos. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Lewis Skelly, given the lift of his goal. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. And here's Son Heung-min. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is the last effort of the game. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lookman. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, good spread. Elise. Can he get it through? Now it's Modric. Oh, he's been flattened there. And he's there to belt it away. Has a look and plays it forward. Lookman. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been won straight back. Is there any support? He might not need it. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Alexander-Arnold. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Always onto this. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quality ball. Mbappe gets a good foot in there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Foden, there's the hit! Goal! Manchester United! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Foden really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's been picked out. Akanji does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Played back in. That pass has been well intercepted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mbappe, Ribéry. Oh, well played, well played. Half an hour played now. That is good alertness. Great ball if he can get there. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. That was travelling. Modric. Manchester United have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Modric, and he's managed to get free. Shot at goal! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Ribery. Lewandowski. And that has been slung wide. Ribery. And they're on him in a flash. And that's an excellent interception. Kimmich. That is a great pick out. Lookman. And the shot! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Roberto Carlos. Jose. Stood up well to him there. Rice. Robertson. Rice. Olise might just make this. And it's Ribery. And here's Lewandowski. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There they go, hunting again.
Jimenez. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Foot in. Sancho. Sancho!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jimenez. And it's Ribery. And here's Foden.
This is what good chemistry is all about. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's gone for a throw-in. Sancho. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's Modric! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Ribery, well seen, saw that coming. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Lookman! Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Olise, oh that's fabulous. Now it's Modric. And that was very necessary. Kimmich. Olise, oh well played. Mbappe. Eze. Kimmich. Lookman. Oh, important interception. Rice. Lewandowski. Upamecano. Looking for the runner. Modric. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rice. Lewandowski. Pass somewhat off target. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Modric. He's looking wide. That's a little off target. Rice. Good ball over the top. Lewandowski! Straight at the keeper.
Lewandowski might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Modric. Lookman. Rice clears.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Modric, it's Modric! And that has been clubbed away. Olise. That's really well cleared. Lookman. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22. El dorsal 23.
Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make... Has a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Kimmich.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Big chance! So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Now the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that was vital. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
McAllister. Olise! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So, a breakthrough already. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland. Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Gently done. No, he's just misjudged that one. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Haaland. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's heaved it away. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Nicely worked. Goalkeeper's ball. Batistuta, and Batistuta! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the pass is intercepted. Ribery. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Batistuta is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Maradona. Batistuta climbs up big! And he's taking no chances there. Akanji. And it's Ribery. Now Mbappe. Fiddles it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Akanji cuts out the pass.
There they go, hunting again.
Olise. McAllister. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Robertson. Now Mbappe. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nicely intercepted. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gets his pass away. Well, that's well seen too.
Added time.
Ribery. And he cuts out the supply. Batistuta. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. Neymar! Oh, in he goes again! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rice. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Lewandowski. Great chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent...
Can he put it away? Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Akanji. Olise is onto it in a flash. Well, that is... Oh, what a mistake! He's had a hit! Fired deep towards the back post. And they've got rid.
The attendance for this match was 71,500.
That looks a good ball through. Muslera tries to clear. Mbappe. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, good ball! Adams. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shot. Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Haaland. Oh, lovely feeding is such a... Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and looked very, very threatening.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Mbappe. Coming on the field, Number 42.
McAllister.
Musiala. Number 21. Son Heung-min. Substitution in progress.
That is a great pick out. That's going to go a long way, and claimed it back swiftly. It's run loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Olise. And here's Musiala. Rice. Hits one! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Son Heung-min. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.